All right, so let's go ahead and look at this case for the second time, man. A lot of y'all actually caught it on my last video that I uploaded on this case. I actually took that video down, man, because I was wrong. You guys was right. I didn't have this case installed correctly, all right? Sometimes a player can make mistakes as well. So this time, we're going to go ahead and get into it. I saved you all the hassle of taking it out the box and everything, so we're going to jump straight into this case. So the thing about this is make sure that it's attached on both sides of the actual case. So the thing about this silicone case is, and you can pop it off right here, and you can pop it off like this. You can actually take this ring off. Say for an example, you don't want to use this ring and you just want to slap the case on for what it is and actually use it just like this. You can use it as a silicone case without the ring on, all right? Your ring is optional if that's your thing. Honestly, I don't really care for the ring attachment, but I did want to just put it off real fast so I can show you that you can use it without the ring if you want to, and the same characteristics apply when you were talking about pulling it. It's not going to pull itself out easy or anything like that. So before we continue with the video, let's go ahead and take a look on the insides of the cases, all right? So it's basically going to be the same silicone type rubber on the inside of the cases. No friction pad on the top portion, all right? You don't get any friction pads there, but you do get 2 friction pads on the bottom half, all right? And let me tell you what, man, these friction pads do the job. They hold this case on very good, and I really like this case for the Z Flip 4. I'm actually going to get a black one because that's probably what I'm going to use on my Flip 4, all right? So, but for this video, let's just go ahead and pop the ring back in so you can just, see it for what it's intended for. So that just snaps in there, and it snaps in there. So thank you, Samsung, for giving us the option to actually take this ring off if that's how we want to use it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at it, man. Let's take a look at the front. So as you see, you do get that cutout showing you your display, and you get that single cutout for the flash. All right, this is how I like cases to be cut out when we are talking about the front of this Flip, because there's some hideous cutouts when you're looking at some of these cases when it comes to the front. So Samsung, of course, did it the right way. Now, when you look at the case, you see your camera is going to recess down in there. So if you did put it face down or anything like that, you don't got to worry about your cameras hitting. It's going to be actually hitting that case, so you should be fine. All right, now taking a look on this right side, you get the cutout for your power fingerprint button, and your buttons are super tactile for the volume up and down. Absolutely perfect. No issues at all when it comes to those buttons. Nothing on that other side. And taking a look at the bottom, you see all of your cutouts are good to go. You see your holes for your microphone, Type-C, and your speaker. Everything is cut out just fine, so no issues there. All right, now, while we open it up, let's go ahead and take a look at the lay-on-tear protection. Now, we don't necessarily got to talk about lay-on-tear protection when it comes to like a flipping or a foldable phone, because a lot of times, guess what? You're not going to drop your phone when you got it open unless for whatever freak accident you're talking on your phone and then it drops out your hand and hits. Freak accident, all right? But just in the event that it does, we got to go ahead and talk about it. And when you're looking at lay-on-tear protection, it really doesn't have a lip that goes around it. But the one thing about the Flip, they already have feet naturally on the corners. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to protect you from a drop, but yeah, when you're talking about feet protection or lip protection with this case with it open, it's none really there. But let's just be real. A lot of times you do drop it, you're going to be dropping it with the case closed. And in that case, you have protection all around except the hinge. You get this little cover, which covers the middle of the hinge, but you're going to have the sides of the hinge exposed. So just something to think about. And then when you flip it over on the back, everything is going to be completely closed. Now, when it comes to this ring, of course, you can use it as a little holder or whatever you may call it. I've never really found the reason to use anything like this. So when I get a different color of this case, and in the meantime, I'm going to actually pop this ring out. But if you want to use the ring as that, yeah, I'm about to say, can you use it as a kickstand? Nah, not really. So the ring is literally just going to be there as a finger holder, so you can hold your phone a little bit easier. If you find it too hard to hold a Z Flip 4, then that's what that's going to be used for. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at how snug it's on the phone and the pull and tug test when it comes to flippable and foldable cases, because we know that's the main concern when it comes to these cases, all right? So when you're talking about popping it on and off, you can get this case off fairly well, all right? It comes off pretty easy, but I don't feel like it's going to pop off automatically, all right? With the friction and kind of suction that it comes when you actually pop it on, little mini drop test for you right there, it's going to stay up there. It is not going to come off when we are talking about just in your pocket, every casual flip. this case isn't going to pop out on its own, so you definitely should be good to go. But the main thing that we have to talk about is that pull and tug test. How much do you really have to pull it to get this case off? Now, medium strength, nothing is happening really. You're good. Medium strength is not really doing anything. Well, if that's light, I would say that's light strength. This is medium strength. Medium strength, you really, and you kind of heard in my voice, you really got to pull and tug to get this case off of the phone, which in my opinion means that the friction pad on the bottom side is doing good, but overall, just this silicone material, I think how it's gripping on the case is the main reason why this is being able to stay intact. So love to see that that's doing its job when you're talking about keeping all of this together. So anybody who is just regularly using your phone, flipping it open, doing what you need to do, closing it, you do not have to worry about this case sliding off. You have to really hunker down, grab it, and really pull it a good bit in order to get this case off. So everyday use will be just fine when you were talking about using this case, man. So good job, Samsung, actually making this one of the best cases so far for the Z Flip 4, because this does not come off easy, and I'm here for it. All right, now how does that feel in your hands? With this silicone, you're going to get a very nice feeling. Now, this is going to be the Arctic blue color. In my opinion, this might mess around and get a little bit dirty on you, all right? So me, I would probably, default to a more darker color so I don't have to show off dirt over time. So lighter colors, I just bought this because I feel like it'd have been a dope look for the same color phone with the same color case, even though you can't see the color of the case, the phone once it's in the case, you know what I mean, except the bezel right here, but feels good. And then when you flip it open, man, the phone still kind of remains thin. Even with that case on it, it's not going to add a ton of bulk, all right? So bringing wireless charging over here, you already know, man, it's going to work just fine with your wireless charging. So here it is, man. This is going to be the It's going to be the Samsung official silicone cover, man, for the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. So easily one of the best, if not the best case that I have reviewed so far for the Flip 4, man. It just handles all the things. Very good, nice feeling, snug fit on it. I like it. I like what Samsung did with this case, man. Bravo, Samsung, for making a solid case for the Flip 4. But you already know, man, you made it this far. Let me see those flexes. Y'all be safe. Catch you on the next one. Later.